So we're doing some more river restoration in Swindale. The Environment Agency kindly provided us with some funding to renaturalise a long straight section of drain. It's about 500 metres long and it ran completely straight, sort of about a metre wide, had very little habitat value. So using that funding we've been able to create a fantastic new, much more sinuous, meandering channel, as well as putting in a series of ponds and wetlands, and to renaturalise a couple of channels which were perched in the landscape, so they were sitting up above the floodplain.
So this project right here is not just about conservation and wildlife, it's about slowing the flow, putting re-meanders in, about holding water back, which is a benefit to people downstream obviously. So it's about trying to get multiple benefits from this type of work. So that might be benefits for fish, it might be benefits for birds, but it could also be benefits for people living downstream, and flood risk is another element that is really important to us. So doing this type of work in the uplands, working with partners like the RSPB, Ebsford, Aqua, all them guys, Natural England, we're all working together to try and deliver lots of projects that will benefit not just conservation but also people.
So we're a medium-sized environmental contractor that specialises in watercourse restoration throughout the country. It's really great to be working at Swindale with the RSPB and the Environment Agency and stakeholders in general that care about the environment as much as we do. So we are working very close to a triple SI, which means we've used low impact machinery, track dumpers as to minimise the amount of rutting, and we've also got a range of sediment entrapment mats throughout the beck downstream.
So now when the valley floods, the water can move through it much more slowly. We've created loads of habitat for a whole range of wildlife, amphibians, dragonflies, other invertebrates and fish as well to spawn in. So it looks like a bit of a state at the moment, quite muddy, but when it greens up, it will really rapidly recover. And knowing from the experiences we had with the river restoration that we did a few years ago, given the chance, nature can just really respond really positively to these types of projects. And once water gets into the new channel, we'll start to see new features forming and gravel bars and pools, and it will become really, really diverse.
We've formulated a partnership approach with the RSPB and the Environment Agency, and the reason for that is that we can change the design on the job as we're working our way through, not just to create new features but also to enhance the ones that are already there.
We've used some of the spoil, some of the material that's been dug out of the channel to infill some of the wet areas on the hay meadow to actually increase the area of land that we've got available for both the wildlife that lives in the hay meadows but also to provide us with the crop for the livestock that we keep. So it's a really nice example of how nature conservation and farming can work hand in hand.